Check 1 2, check 1 2 3. Can you hear me? I'm live, y'all. Your boy's live. I'm here. I'm super late today. I'm like 3 hours late, 4 hours late. So apologies. Apologies if you were waiting around for me. And now you're like, where the fuck is Dina Cola? I had a bunch of shit I had to do around the house today. I had a bunch of house stuff I had to do. Fortunately. That's better, I think. A little brighter. I think that's a little better. Oh shit, my Discord wasn't even on. What the fuck? Oof. Or it must have crashed on me. Holy shit. Discord's not loading. Wait, there it goes. About me. New user profiles. Express yourself with an about me and if you have Nitro, a profile banner. Well, that's neat. Alright, I see Discord auto updated. Oh, fuck. And those are some giant titties. Those are some giant goth titties. Just right there on the Discord. What's up, Haley? First one here. Yeah, that's right, Haley. You're the first one here. Hello, welcome, first one in, Haley. Howdy, howdy. Howdy, howdy. I'm just doing the last little bit of the last little leg of setup, and then I'm gonna be sketching this thing, and then I really gotta finish some work that I'm putting off for the last couple months. I put off some work that it's time to get done because, you know, I put it off because I'm a lazy fuck. What's up with you, Haley? Oops, sorry. There it is. Yeah, super late today. Wasn't expecting them being this late. Hey, Abigail. Second one in, Abigail. What's up, Abby? How are you? How are you today? Hey, Pinky. Pinky, how are you? Look at everybody coming in, even though I was super late today. Appreciate you guys coming on in. Apologies for my tardiness. I was doing stuff, doing a bunch of stuff around the house, including setting up a bunch of.
Next week.
Hey, Abby. 34 months.
Today.
Jesus, man.
Thanks to its CA_Geist_carrot for my sub gift.
Yeah, very nice of KG to give you that gift. Yeah, so that's almost 3 years, Abigail. That went by fast. Fuck me, man. That went by. I could have sworn I just started streaming. I could have sworn I just started streaming a few days ago. I'm alright. I did some sketching this weekend. If you want to see, yeah, if you want to drop some of that, in the chat. 4 years of following, almost 3 years of subbing. Yeah, that's right. I could Discord it. Yeah, whatever you want to do. Sent. All right, let's see. Ooh, thick. That's good. That's real good. I like how thick you made her. Is that anyone? Is that anyone in particular that you sketched? Abby, what have you been doing today? And also, Pink, are you gonna color it, or are you gonna ink it? What's the plan with that? It's just a character I was thinking of adding to the story I've been working on. What kind of story? Are you doing a comic book or something else? Yeah. I want to write a fantasy book. Cool. What's the magic going to be like in the fantasy? Is it going to be ever prevalent like Harry Potter, which that type of magic I forget, or is it going to be like super rare like Lord of the Rings or Game of Thrones, where it's around but it's like people think it's nonsense. You talking about fantasy makes me think about my old D&D campaign. I miss that world. I miss that world. Sometimes. Mike the Rogue. Yeah, it was a pretty good fit, Evo. The Rogue. The Rogue outfit. Fit like a glove, Evo. Hey, Linky's here. What's up, Link? Link, I noticed your mistress Amy, she's been streaming more frequently than normal. I see that old so-and-so on like every other night. I miss you as a rogue and having to teach you rogue shit. Yeah, man. All that stuff was new to me. God, we played that game, what, 2 years? Two, almost 3. I wonder how Seth is doing. Yeah, like remember the other day in Volpsy's chat, I was like, what would you do? What would you do if you caught your boyfriend jerking off with a flashlight? I really didn't think she was going to answer, man. I 100% thought she was going to ignore that question because her stream is not even remotely about that kind of those kinds of shenanigans. Hey, Caspa over on YouTube, Caspa and Haley over on YouTube. What's up, cuties? Yeah, no, I thought she was just going to completely ignore it, but she didn't ignore it, dude. She actually was like, I wouldn't mind. She's like, if I caught my boyfriend jerking off with a flashlight, it wouldn't bother me. I was like, yeah, look at that. Look at Volsy being open-minded. I will say, dude, to Volpsy's credit, I think it's cool that she answered. Again, because like again, she could have easily just been like, "What the fuck, man? What the fuck, D. Nicola? We don't. This is the stream where we talk about fleshlights." Hello, Eric Canetti. How are you, bud? Dude, good stream the other day. I think I want to, Eric, you know what I think I want for our podcast? I think I want to, I don't want to do like I want to collect like some stuff we should talk about beforehand. Like today, if we were going to do it today, I would definitely want us to talk about the Warren Ellis stuff. Because I'm fascinated. I was just perusing his apology, his mea culpa for our Tuesdays. Not like a whole thing, not like a whole podcast, like, you know. Obviously, I think I like how we work off the cuff. I think that's just, you know, as if we were just talking. But I think it'd be helpful to have a few like points or topics just to have in the back burner to chat about. Link Tut says a few years ago she'd have avoided it. Link, and I might be speaking out of turn here, but I think Volpsy would have avoided any kind of like risque questions or risque like topics or any of that stuff. Only because also nice Nat 1, dude. I think Volpsy would have completely steered clear of all kinds of risque topics, especially when she was dating that dude Monkey, that monkey fellow, because that dude had a whole persona of him being like this like super upbeat. I don't even know what the fuck to call that guy, man. Mr. Rogers of fucking Twitch creative, dude. Hi, my name is Monkey. You're doing great. Twitch creative is great. Anyway, I always thought that guy was full of shit. But I guess if you're dating one of the dudes who's like leading the team of Twitch staff that is actually responsible for watching over creative, you probably don't want to make your significant other's job harder by being a dickhead. I'd imagine. Yep, she was a bit more secretive about her personal life. Sure. If we do current topics like Ellis, then we will just end up talking about the same stuff everyone else is talking about. Oh, you mean like just like because that's what like your boy Zach does, and like Yellow Flash and Just Some Guy, and the whole pantheon of YouTube comic or somewhat comic nerd talking heads, that kind of stuff. I agree that it is what everybody else is talking about. However, I think people would still be interested to know your take on that topic. So, for example, the Ellis thing. Sure, they know how Myers feels about it and every other YouTube, but I'd imagine your audience would be curious to hear what you specifically, Eric, have to say about it, if anything, because the answer might just be, I don't really have any thoughts on it. The end. She was a bit more secretive about her personal life. I liked Monkey. I used to figure draw with him and Volp on Discord. I'll say this about Monkey. He was a nice enough dude. And when it felt like you were talking to the actual guy, he seemed like a fine dude. Like just like anybody else. But when he was doing his Twitch staff shtick. Like this kind of like I said, man, like a faux Mr. Rogers, like super like, oh my god, I'm like Bob Ross if Bob Ross took a pill of fucking ecstasy and just got a hand job from a Japanese prostitute. Like this like fucking like euphoric, bubbly, like overtly like almost to the point of patronization levels of support. It was horseshit though. That's what I didn't like. I don't like people that play pretend when it's not obviously so. You know, like when Dr. Disrespect puts on the Dr. Disrespect regalia, it's funny because he's very obviously doing a character, right? He's putting it on. But I don't know, man. Ugh. I don't know, man. Faux niceness just it rubs me the wrong way, man. Like petting a cat backwards. I'll be honest. Hey, Kennedy, so you saw I messaged Ben Templesmith today in show of solidarity and support in my own weird little way. Now, I'll be honest, man. I've had dinner with Templesmith. You know, we've hung out, we've had drinks. I usually, if I see him at a con, I make a point of going over to talk to him for a little bit at cons, but also because he almost always tables with Justin Jordan. Whenever you see Templesmith, you see Justin Jordan, and you see they've got like a group of like buddies that they hang out with, like that are always at their table. I've seen Mateo walk over and like hang out with them at the bar too. So it's just kind of like it's like a cool group of people. But I don't know him by any, like I haven't talked to that dude in months and months. But I saw what he wrote on his Patreon, and I saw the way it was blowing up earlier today. I feel like I wanted him. I'm sure he got plenty of messages of like, you know, solidarity. But I did feel like I wanted to throw my hat in the ring just in case, to counter anybody who might privately be messaging him bad things or like the opposite of that. Things like, how dare you support Warren Ellis, yada, 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 blah, 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 that kind of thing. Also, anybody in here besides Eric know what I'm talking about when I say Templesmith or Warren Ellis? Or is that just super inside baseball? Anybody outside of comic books doesn't give a fuck? Because that also would make plenty of sense. Baseball? Wait, Liz, you never heard the phrase inside baseball? Or are you joking? Are you being facetious? Is that what that is? Hey Liz, are you still playing Pokemon Go, dude? Or is it just me? Also, hey, regular community members, Abby, Evo, Linky, the rest of you animals. Is it a bummer that I'm on so late for you guys? Like me being super late to stream. Is that like are you guys like, oh fuck, man, Dean Cole, why so late, dude? Or do you not care? You're just like, well, I wasn't doing anything anyway. Linky's still rolling low-ish. Later streams are fine. I just can't be on later. But you do what works for you, dude. What's the sweet Evo time? What time do you get home from work? I haven't played as much recently. I've been going through some shit, so I haven't wanted to go out, to be honest. Really? You've been going through stuff? See, I thought it was the opposite, dude. See, I thought you hadn't been playing Pokemon Go much because Pokemon Go was your way of getting outside and forcing yourself to walk and do exercise because you were suffering from depression. Liz, my like 2 cents on the way I perceived that was like, oh, Liz is walking a ton because she's depressed and she wants to force herself to like move around some to fight that depression. And when you stopped playing Pokemon Go, I thought, oh, she doesn't need the Pokemon Go, you know, she doesn't need that anymore to deal with her mental illness. My insomnia don't mind you being late. We're in the same time zone anyway. That's right, Linky. Linky, one of these days, man, you're going to show me around Montreal. I wish. I appreciate your thoughts, though. Monday, Tuesday, Friday, I finish at 4. With context, I would like to hear from a woman in your chat about Ellis. Fucking good luck finding a woman in comic books that hangs out here. Liana Kangas is the only girl I know in comic books who like would stop by, but she hasn't been in here in ages. And also, I think her political ideological stance, it leans more progressive from what I've seen her posting on Instagram. So if she's as progressive as I think she is, I'm going to just assume I know her stance without even asking. But you know, but take that with a grain of salt because I'm not giving her the benefit of the doubt. I'm not asking her specifically. So her point of view may change or be different. To give her some credit since she's not here to defend herself. Also, the weather has been poop as well. Not good for walking. Lots of storms. Yeah, no, it was the last few days have been rainy and shitty, on and off. Today was good, but I had so much stuff to do around the house, man. Who are we fighting with? No, I'm not fighting with anybody yet. Not that I know of. Put your rubber boots and raincoats on, Liz. Liz, are you... Also, by the way, I hit level 40 today. I hit level 40 a few days ago on Pokemon Go, so cheer for me. Applaud. Clap for me now. You caught your first legendary on a raid? On a raid and a research quest? I miss my rubber boots. Dude, I'd love to hang out with you. I don't visit Montreal much since I don't have a car. So where are you? Are you just in like buttfuck Ontario now? In a raid? Whoa, ooh, look at somebody using her daily raid battle pass. Oh yeah, you got the whatchamacallit? You got the Regigigas. I'm still shocked that you did. Liz, I want to get to level 50. And also Eric, to your point, all right, so she doesn't have to be in comics. It would be nice. Hey, what's up, Strike Boy? It would be nice to hear, oh, you're right, it would be nice to hear a woman's opinion on the Warren Ellis scenario. Hello, friends. Hello, Eric. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday, Strike Boy. Strike Boy, always nice seeing you in the podcast that we do on Tuesdays. Always good. Strike Boy, you know about the Warren Ellis stuff? How do I explain this? How do I explain the Warren Ellis stuff to a person that doesn't know? Maybe I'll wait till some more people come in, or until maybe if Belle is free later, maybe Belle will come by. Or Liz. If you want to feel like, Liz, have you joined the voice chat since you started, since you got your new PC? Also, guys, congratulate Liz. Liz has got a brand new computer that isn't a piece of shit breaking on her all the time. I miss my rubber boots. When Sonny was a puppy, he chewed one up. Nah, I'm a southern Quebec, an hour away from Montreal. So you're in the butt end of Quebec. Like, do you speak in your day-to-day life? Do you speak more French or English? I'm still shocked that there's so many Canadians in here. Oh shit, dude, we got a European in here, man. Hey Tania, man, do you count as Scandinavian? Thanks. I'm not home at the moment. Where'd you run off to, Liz? Tuesday was a podcast day. That was a wonderful time. Strike Boy, I'm glad you had fun. For those of you who don't know, but I'm assuming you all do. Eric Kennedy and I do a kind of a dual stream / podcast every Tuesday. We mostly talk, unlike the Friday podcast where we talk about like Loki and that kind of stuff. Eric and I generally tend to, if we are talking about that stuff, it generally it relates and pertains more to the process of creating comics, talking about character arc, story arc, plots, plot holes, exposition, could be whatever. Might just be the nitty gritty of drawing itself. At my best friend's place, playing some VR, listening to some true crime. Oh, that's fun. What are you guys listening to, like a podcast? Right, Evo and I had the same thought. I don't have many people to speak English with, IRL, so it's pretty much just French. Link, I gotta show you these hot French Canadian babes I follow on Instagram. They're very entertaining. Danish, Swedish, Norwegian, almost same language. It's almost a far dialect. Scandinavian is us and above. Wait, what about the Finnish? What about Finland and Iceland? We can share. No, they're like tattoo artists. So like they produce art, but also they're attractive to look at. So it's just a bonus. Hey, what's up, Frankie? Frankie, what's up? I'm eager to hear. You know, I'm gonna save this for tomorrow, I think. But I want to hear everybody's take on the newest episode of Loki. Not really. They're part of the Nordic countries, but you wouldn't call Greenland Scandinavian. Even though Greenland is part of the Danish kingdom, only recently self-governed. Huh. See, I always figured Scandinavian and Nordic were interchangeable. Iceland, Finland, Faroe Island can sometimes be called part of Scandinavia. Not gonna lie, I'm expecting more for Loki's show. I like Loki, but I swear if Loki has a love interest with himself, I would L. It did seem like it might be going that way. I'm not opposed to it. It's just a different kind of it's like a different kind of masturbation, Mona. A tweet has been sent because your streams and Eric's were amazing. Oh, thank you, Strike Boy. Thank you for taking the time to tweet about it. Just in time to hear about Mona's masturbation. Wait, do you guys think Mona would have sex with herself if she could? Well, dude, we did kind of see that. You know where we saw that if you were watching the show? Super briefly in Invincible. In Invincible, there's a scene, spoiler alert, where one of the characters who can multiply herself is having like a 5-sum. She duplicates herself and then is then fucking another dude on the team with herself. Finnish is more like Hungarian. Gnarly. Here are my thoughts on episode 1. Here's my thoughts. Episode 1 was incredible. It's just steadily become more meh and meh as the show went on for me. I don't know. The last episode of Loki, without diving in too much to it, because again, I want to elaborate on my thoughts tomorrow during the podcast. But I will say the third episode I found by far the most exhilarating. The third episode of Loki, again, no spoilers, to me was the most compelling, most bombastic of any episode so far in the Marvel Cinematic Universe on Disney+. I turned to my partner in crime during the episode and I said, dude, why the fuck? I said, where was this budget? Where was this budget in Falcon, Winter Soldier, and WandaVision? $1,050 billion% I would have sex with myself. Liz, I've seen some of her vids. I watch too many true crime vids on YouTube. I watch mostly like like unsolved mysteries. What's up, John Amore? I watch lots of unsolved mysteries. I watch lots of like creepypasta, unsolved mysteries, and you know, that kind of shit, like disappearances, missing 411 stuff, cryptid stuff. That's way more my speed. Although like true crime is definitely slipped in there, right? You know, a serial killer. What's up, Skippy? It's like a serial killer is like loose, or like how many serial killers they think are still loose in the United States as we speak. You know, because when it comes to serial killers, you only hear about the ones that they catch, generally speaking. And not every one of them is stupid enough to be caught. Missing people is some of the stuff. Dude, Evo, you know about the national park stuff, right? Obviously. I don't even know why I'm asking. Yeah, her name is literally Duplicate, says John Amore. I like first most, second little less, and third it started to look bland story-wise. Mo ran out of people to creep on, so she's creeping on herself. More importantly, is it pity fucking if you're fucking yourself out of boredom? Missing people is same, of course. Dude, the missing park stuff, or like the national park like disappearances stuff, like the missing 401, it's so fucking weird, man. Again, I'm not saying it's Bigfoot. I'm not saying it's 100% cryptids. I'm not saying it's not, you know, I'm not saying, you know, this is aliens. I'm not saying it's like a multiverse or whatever the fuck people are saying. People like, you know, I'm not saying it's that. I'm not saying it's not that, but I'm not like super like fucking like conspiracy theorist guy. I will say though, it's fucking strange. For those of you who don't know what missing 411 is, apparently throughout like the last like couple centuries, or at least since the records of the park's existence across the US and Canada, there have been a solid level of people that have disappeared in the parks. And you're thinking like, oh, well, you know, they get lost and people can't find them. Dude, there will be thousands of people in the woods searching for these missing people over days and weeks. Helicopters with thermal detection devices unable to find these people, and then oftentimes, not always, sometimes they vanish completely. Sometimes they just find their shoes. Sometimes they find their shoes and their stuff, and then they are found, and they're almost always found in a place that was checked by multiple people, or is now these people, as if these people just kind of appeared there. It's crazy, dude. You know, they've had they've had dogs, like, you know, bloodhound type dogs sniffing like the people out to figure out where they went off to. And like they'll follow like these like toddlers, like their tracks will lead these dogs to like an impossible to climb like sheer ridge. Like be like where like, or sometimes like kids will be found either dead or alive on like mountainsides where it takes expert climbers equipment to get up. Like it's that level of crazy. Wait, are they found dead? Sometimes they're found dead. Sometimes they're not found at all. And sometimes they're found alive, but they can't tell you what happened to them. There's one ex-convict I regularly watch on YouTube, still considered the best jewelry robber. He got nice stories to tell and interviews some actors from GTA 5. They make it sound weird, but people disappear in the wilderness area all the time. They don't make it sound weird. It's fucking weird, dude. Yeah, obviously people get lost in the woods, but the circumstances between all of it is fucking weird. So you think, wait, dude, you think people are disappearing into the caves? Frank, is this what this is? Top map shows mysterious cases of people vanishing without trace. The bottom map shows America's largest cave systems. So wait. Is the conspiracy theory here that these are like, they're like mole people? Like cave people that are stealing people? Yo, Abomination is back. He was in the new Shang-Chi trailer. Wait, they dropped a new Shang-Chi trailer today? What the fuck, man? I'm out of the loop. I'm a mole person. Safe to assume that they got clapped by lizard people. Is it safe to assume they got clapped by bears? See, that's the thing, right? If it was predation, if it was, you know, your average forest predation, cougars, bears, whatever, man, gators, any alpha or apex predator located in the Americas, it'd be pretty obvious, man. Yeah, see, that's the thing, man. When you get clapped by a bear, the bear generally doesn't cover up its tracks. To my knowledge, bears don't behave like serial killers. They don't snatch you up, eat you, and then, you know, hoard away your clothes, steal your shoes, and then cover up their tracks. They don't cover up their bear tracks. You know, you see a bear hauling off a person in its mouth and also like kicking sand over its footprints. My current favorite YouTube guy is an Irish guy, like his matter-of-fact presentation of the crime stories. Dom Gomez. What's up, Dom Gomez? Says it dropped 30 minutes ago. Fuck, dude. Do I watch? Wait, can I watch it? Dude, I just saw a guy who watched the Suicide Squad trailer live on his YouTube channel, and YouTube fucking, they issued a copyright strike against him. And he actually wasn't able to live stream anymore on his channel. Like, I think if you get slapped with a strike, you know, like one of 3 strikes and 3 strikes you're out. If you get slapped with a strike, not like a like copyright strike, but like a strike. Copyright strikes are like copyright claims, rather. Copyright claims can just be, you can just cut that section out of the video, and YouTube kind of gives, it's not even a slap on the wrist. It's like, yo, this content, somebody's saying that they own it. But like a big strike, a big copyright strike on your channel, you get 3 of those and then your channel's fucking dusted, dude. It gets Thanos snapped. But if you get just one, YouTube shuts off the live streams. No more live streams for you for like a month, I think. Yeah, it's a. But you know, a dude was watching. He was watching and commentating on the most recent Suicide Squad trailer, and Warner Brothers fucking hit him like a fucking freight train, dude. His whole channel was surrounding live streaming. So he had like kind of like I have this channel is like where I do everything. This channel I live stream, I draw, you know, I do YouTube shorts on this channel. I do longer YouTube content, like maybe like 5-10 minute videos. This dude had it all on different channels. He was like, this is my live stream channel. This is my, you know, this is my edited content, you know, breakdown channel. So his entire channel, secondary channel around live streams, and YouTube was just like, fuck off. Warner Brothers says you're not allowed to watch this shit. But it was 100% legit fair use. It was one, a public trailer. Two, it was also him commentating over it. Him providing commentary over it. So he actually is fighting it right now. But dude, I'll be honest, man, watching a trailer on this channel, it's got me spooked. Although I'm curious, man, Abomination is in Shang-Chi? How the fuck do I feel about that? Abomination, they brought him back for Shang-Chi, but then not for like a Hulk movie. Did they get Tim Roth back? Frankie says, I wouldn't say shit like mole people. I would say people are fucking stupid and just fell in because they literally have zero self-awareness. But then wouldn't people find those like giant holes where people fell into the cave? You know? Like if everybody was just walking around looking for these people, yeah, wouldn't they just be like, oh, hey, there's a giant hole here? I just find those kinds of cases so weird. Literally free advertising on their show because the creator is interested. It's just like how Super Nintendo are when it comes to streaming E3 via Twitch. Imagine not wanting free advertising on your products. Yeah, no, it doesn't make much sense, man. They don't control the content, so can't shush critics. Oh, I see what you're saying, Tanium. They don't want people criticizing their product. Banzi says Nintendo's out of touch. That's what it's about. Spending $20 million on ads and having someone ruin your investment with critique. Right, so they don't want you chiming in on their product. Shang-Chi trailer star Simu Liu kicks butt in Marvel's martial arts fantasy. I'm definitely going to watch that. I'm unfortunately going to have to watch that after stream. Because, yeah, man. I'm not... This channel is still a baby suckling at its mother's teats. I don't think... I can't afford fucking any like severe YouTube strikes. Especially not this early on. Oh, what? I'm still waiting for a good Hulk movie. What the fuck are they doing with Abomination in a Bruce Lee-like character movie? True, Coca-Cola lost billions because Ronaldo at the Euros, in an interview, put the bottles to the side and told people to drink water. Holy shit. I heard about that, dude. That's a soccer guy, right? Who did that with the Coca-Cola? I heard their stock took a dive. Yoji, did you watch the trailer? As I watched the new Metroid announcement, it was a piece of garbage announcing old Metroidvania mechanics from indie games like it was something new they came up with. Claim loss is $4 billion, but Coke was losing its marketing power years ago. Dude, I often wonder, man. Like the age of like Coca-Cola being everywhere and McDonald's being ubiquitous. Like, has McDonald's not like been taking a hit over like the last decade or so? The Metroid game was old. It was an old 2D game they had in development over the past 16 years. Parts of Africa is cheaper to buy Coke than water. Oh man. God, dude, could you imagine like that's what you need to drink to stay hydrated? Fucking Coca-Cola, that fucking shitty, just like a blend of chemicals. McDonald's has made a comeback. They make money when the economy is good or bad. Wait, how did McDonald's make a comeback, dude? Dude, I thought McDonald's was shitting the bed. New menu items and marketing help sales. Dude, I wonder how like companies like that are everywhere. When economy is bad, people still go to McDonald's. Of course it's super cheap. Like I can't remember the last time I stepped foot in a McDonald's. Also, yo, I did like a 20-hour fast today without even realizing it. I have an app that I check daily to log my fastings, you know, when it's fast time. And, you know, at the lowest end, I like to aim for, 13-hour fast, something, planned like that. But generally speaking, I try to aim for 16 to 18 hours. But today, yeah, man, today I damn near hit 20. And I wasn't hungry or anything. That was the other thing. I was just doing my thing. Tanium, what time is it by you? The Suicide Squad trailer just took a shit on Marvel. There's a new Suicide Squad. Wait, hold on. Shang-Chi trailer dropped today and fucking a new Suicide Squad trailer dropped today too? You used to be able to sell USA products on the base of that. The world used to be more US versus USSR, and people remembered this for decades after. Cheap food is cheap food. Also, from what I got interviewing for McDonald's, they have some next level ML insights. McDonald's makes money off the real estate. They also get part of all store sales. I ate McDonald's once during quarantine and it only tastes like instant regret. The new thing that's on the rise is seltzer water. Suicide Squad looks like a B movie, but Idris Elba instead of Will Smith. Dude, did they swap out Idris Elba for Will Smith? Is Idris Elba the new fucking Deadshot? McDonald's also stayed open during the pandemic. Smith isn't cheating on his wife with what's-her-face, so he's saying... Wait, oh shit. You think that's why Will Smith didn't do the second movie? He doesn't want to cheat on his wife with Margot Robbie again? McDonald's and Coke used to stand for American freedom, but nowadays you're just as well buying a Brian's Burger and Dutch energy drink. Brian's Burger. No, different character. Bloodsport. How do you know this, John Amore? John Amore, I thought you hate comic books. John Amore, you said comic books are for suckers. What's up, Dirty Ramen? Just an example name. That chain doesn't exist. So, Tanium, are you saying that Dutch people are just... they're fed up with American fast food? How's it going, fam? You know, I'm over here. I'm drawing. I'm talking shit. I'm hanging out. I'm doing what I, I'm doing all that dumb shit I like to do on here. Carrying on like a lunatic. I'm a big fan of Idris Elba, and I don't know why. Well, he's a good actor, first and foremost. He's got, he's talented. He's handsome. He's British. Maybe that does it for you. John, I don't know who the fuck Bloodsport is. Is that like an obscure character? Should I know who that is? What's the best burger restaurant you ever went? I don't have one. You know how I know I don't have one? Because you said that. You said that, and I thought nothing came to mind. Not one burger place was like, oh my god, I wish I could go there. I like a Shake Shack burger. I like a Five Guys burger. But I don't have a go-to like burger spot. Pizza now, I've got a bunch of different pizza spots. Like I've got a handful of spots where it's like if you were in Manhattan visiting, I'd be like, all right, we're gonna do like a pizza quest. I'm gonna show you my favorite local spot. I actually got a handful of local spots because since I've lived all over Queens. Then I'll show you like some like gourmet pizza in the city. Some fancy shit. No, I'm saying franchises exist in every country now, even in the West. Even the West has their own burger franchises, pizza franchises, fast food chains. The symbolism of the old American franchises are lost on generations that don't remember the Berlin Wall. Cool. Michael likes Five Guys and a burger in his mouth. True. Take John for pretzels when he's in town. Bring Crease along. Pizza Hut used to be good. I still like Pizza Hut and Domino's. I still like Pizza Hut and Domino's because I don't consider them pizza. I don't consider them pizza the same way I don't consider Taco Bell or Chipotle Mexican food. I'm not like, yo, I'm going to get Mexican and then come back with Taco Bell. Like, that's crazy. You'd have to be a fucking crazy person to do that. And when I'm eating Pizza Hut, I'm not like, this is pizza. I'm like, this is American fast food's answer to pizza. Like the same way Taco Bell is American fast food's way of its answer to Mexican food. But I wouldn't dare call it the real thing. I prefer a good chicken sandwich over a burger though. Dude, you give me like a buffalo chicken, like a spicy chicken, ghost pepper chicken spicy sandwich. Maybe like toss some cheese on that bitch. Maybe some jalapenos. Lettuce, tomato. You put it on maybe like a nice bun. Maybe a brioche bun, toasted. I'm in. Maybe even toss some bacon on that shit. John Moore says that Kreese promised him Shake Shack. Keith says hi and night. Are you going to bed, Keith? You fucking bitch. It's 10 p.m. You wussy, dude. Going to bed at 10 p.m. Ooh, somebody named Kelsey just subscribed to the channel. Hello, Kelsey, if you're here. I appreciate it. That's a cool name, Kelsey. Or Kalki? Maybe it's Kalki. Like that TV show, Kalki and Larry from the 80s. That is because Disney keeps on buying everything. Watch out. They will buy local properties next. Tintin is owned by Disney. Is that true? Or are you making a joke that Tintin is owned by Disney? I only found out about Tintin and Asterix after I met some Europeans. I met some European people and they were like, these are cartoons that we grew up with. And I'm like, these cartoons are stupid. And you're stupid. I said, what the fuck is a Tintin, dude? You said spicy quite a few times there. I don't think my asshole is going to enjoy that many stacks of spicy. Dude, I am so immune to spice. I eat jalapenos just raw. Like, I'll just take a jalapeno and I'll just toss it on my plate the same way you might like a slice of tomato or something. And I think I've conditioned my mouth to such harsh spices. Like, dude, man, I was eating this ghost pepper. I was eating this ghost pepper sandwich the other day. Dude, I was in heaven, man. I was fucking just enjoying every single I was savoring every morsel of that sandwich. It was actually making my eyes water a little bit and make my nose run. But like, it wasn't so hot. It wasn't so hot that I couldn't taste it. Like, I could still taste like all like the flavor of the sandwich, but it also had that heat. The heat was like it was a perfect level of heat to like be a companion to the flavors. I don't know how to describe, like, the heat elevated the like overall experience of eating the sandwich as well as the flavors in the sandwich too. It was, oh my god, it was a glorious sandwich. And then I had my significant other try it, and they said I was fucking crazy. That sandwich is too fucking spicy. How could you eat like this? It was like, and to me, I'm like, are you kidding me, dude? I usually make my spice. I usually add sriracha and jalapenos and like other hot sauces to make my sandwich. I have to like make my sandwich hot enough. It was really nice eating a sandwich that was already getting me. Kelsey says, whoa, I found your channel. The art looks great. The first way you said it is right. Kelsey, hello, welcome. I see that you also have a YouTube channel. What kind of stuff do you do over on YouTube? Your art is so pretty. I'm just going to admire every detail. This took me all of like 10 minutes to draw. I was farting around with Eric Canetti. I did do this though. Hey guys, did I show you that I pretty much finished the Loki piece? I wonder if I could play the Loki music and not get in trouble. I'm gonna play Loki's theme and see if I get in trouble. Don't do it. Nope, says Banzi. You think I'll even get clipped with Loki's theme? All right, fine. I won't play you guys Loki's theme, although it's really catchy. I love that theme. All right, you're just gonna have to suffer through the lo-fi beats as always, because you know. Now I'm not listening to what you guys are listening to. You guys are listening to the lo-fi. I'm listening to Kanye. Wait till I get my money right. Yeah, Kelsey, what kind of stuff do you do? Sushi has probably killed 40% of McDonald's profits here. Every stylish young millennial eats more sushi than burgers. I wonder if the sushi is nice over in Scandinavia. That was Balky and Larry. Perfect. I know, dude. I know it's Balky and Larry, man. But I thought it was funny. Dude, Kelsey and Larry. I thought John Moore might get a kick out of that. My brother and I are planning to go to New York someday. He wants to visit comic book stores and tourist places. Well, dude, Midtown Comics right in like fucking Times Square, and Midtown Comics right in Grand Central Station, dude. Those are fucking two of the handful of like the hottest tourist spots in fucking all of the city. By the way, between those two, they're both in spitting distance of the Empire State Building. So like you could really do you could start in Times Square, walk around there, bump into people, say hi to Ghetto Elmo, almost get robbed by Ghetto Spider-Man or Spooderman, walk over to Midtown Comics, pick up overpriced comic books, and then make your way down to Grand Central Station. Check that out. On the way there or on the way back, check out the Empire State Building. Hell, man, you could even fucking swing around Penn Station if you're feeling frisky. Maybe catch a blowjob from a hand job. Maybe catch a blowjob or a hand job and some STDs from a bum at a Penn Station bathroom. The last bastion of American made that still grabs children from childhood was probably Disney. bacon makes it perfect. Just goes well with spicy chicken sandwiches. Yes, it does. Tintin was my mom's favorite cartoon. We got like 50 sushi places in town. Sometimes they have 2 stores right next to each other. Way too many to sustain themselves. I'm the same way with spicy stuff. I need this pain to feel alive, says Bansy. Loki, the copyrighted mythological character. Oh shit, did you guys hear about that, dude? Did you guys hear that Disney they try to copyright Loki, the god, the mythological god? Disney's trying to copyright Loki and having problems, as they should. Big Apple Comics around. I think Big Apple Comics shut down years ago. I could be wrong though. Let me check. Dude, I don't see it anymore. I mean, I might be wrong. It seems like it's a website, but no longer a comic book shop. New York sounds so beautiful when you describe it. Well, dude, somebody literally, Yoji, I almost called him Loki. Yoji, dude, do you still have the link to that article where it was a tourist was visiting New York City and got beaten up and got a glass bottle broken over their head for like being on the E train? The store bowed down to Disney but later changed their mind. It's up for sale again, but the nerve to even claim it is insane. Here we go. Dominican tourists attacked New York City subway. Tourists attacked with bottle on subway. New York is like a dream to go visit, but at this time it's an unsafe place to walk. As the mayor tries to woo tourists back to New York City, a visitor from Colombia shared her cautionary tale after an unprovoked attack on the subway landed her in the hospital. Yeah, wait, hold on. It says Dominican tourists in the link, but now it says Colombian tourist. The 27-year-old tourist told CBS 2 to conceal her identity. Through a translator, she described to a reporter how a man terrorized her on a Queens-bound E train on Monday evening, poking her face before bashing her head with a glass bottle. I don't understand English, so I don't understand what he was saying to me, but he screamed really loud and he was telling me a lot of things and I was frozen. The victim said she tried to escape, but with the train in between stops near the 5th Avenue and 53rd Street station, she was trapped. He hit me with something in the head and then pulled. Then I put my head in my hand. Blood started running down. I was so afraid. Oh my God, dude. What the fuck is wrong with you, man? Dude. The NYPD says NYPD says felony assault on the subway at the highest level in 21 years. Oh shit, dude. Hold on. Dude, what the hell was 21 years ago? That was pre 9/11. Or, you know, Yeah, 1999, dude. Holy shit, dude. We're back to the 90s, baby. Sorry. All right. Well, it could be worse. It could be back to the 1970s. Mayor Bill de Blasio has deployed hundreds of additional officers underground. But the TWU, or the Transport Workers Union, says it's not making a difference. He may say on paper he's committed a certain amount of resources, but if it's not having the desired effect, then maybe they need more. They need to look at how they're being deployed. What scared me the most is that you get off the train, there's no one to help. The Colombian tourist said this was her third time visiting the Big Apple. When one comes from another country, New York is like a dream to go visit, have your vacation here, but at the same time, it's an unsafe place to walk. When you're a woman and alone in the streets, it's extremely vulnerable. Protect your neck in these streets, motherfucker. It looks like old New York City is coming back, dude. Yo, old New York City would have you walking down the street with one earbud on and one earbud off. Because you want to be completely 100% aware of your surroundings. None of this head up in the clouds, walking on sunshine shit. This was keep your wallet in your sock scenario. The classic New York crackhead. Bernard show his stream a picture of him driving through a city in North Carolina with a white hooded guy holding a Confederate flag in the street. When the hell was this, dude? Pre 9/11 and pre Giuliani war on crime. Sometimes New York City sometimes feels like it's going back to the 80s. Because 80s New York City was a dangerous place, dude. Not as dangerous as the 70s, dude. 80s when it was still dangerous, but like they had just started trying to clean up. And then the 90s is really when Giuliani... The 90s is when Giuliani started fucking going crazy. People said that Giuliani was taking the homeless and dumping them in other cities. That's the thing. She's not an immigrant. She's visiting on vacation. This was last week when Bernard was visiting Tommy Lee Edwards in North Carolina before John Paul's funeral. Baltimore. Oh shit, dude! Wait, dude! There are motherfuckers in white hoods wearing Confederate flags, or rocking Confederate flags, waving them around in North Carolina. Baltimore is dumping their poor people in the counties, and crime is still through the roof. So tourists are required to speak the language. Makes less sense than immigrants needing to learn it. Yeah, no, that's true, dude. You can't expect tourists to learn the language, but I mean, fuck, man. I'll be honest, though, I don't think I'd want to visit a foreign nation where I don't speak the language unless I had somebody who was going to act as my translator with me at like all times. Because that's what I had to do. That's how I went that's how I rolled when I went to Bulgaria. When I went to Bulgaria, my friend was like, he was my liaison. First visit I get, but 3 times without knowing where to take a shit. She might be fluent in Spanish, French, and Portuguese and just poor English. Don't look at me, dude. Might be, but it doesn't add up. She was in the subway not taking a shit. Maybe she was shitting, and that's why she got beaten over the head with a glass bottle. She didn't expect to get assaulted. Also, language wasn't the issue. Ask the Asian guy attacked and had his head stomped why he doesn't speak English. My parents speak English poorly, and sometimes they don't even understand it all, despite living here over 30 years. I think, Yoji, I think that's stupid, dude. No offense to your parents, but if I moved to fucking... Let's say I moved to where the fuck Tanium lived. I think, you know, listen, nobody should force you to learn the language, but you should learn the fucking language, even if it's, you know, not great. I mean, not great enough to, like, be an expert orator. But you know, shit, man. If you're gonna live in a nation, should learn the fucking language of the nation, man. It's dangerous being a tourist, especially if traveling alone. Be it in the U.S., Colombia, or Germany. Germany? Really dangerous? Dangerous for your tourist in Germany? My father learned Danish in 2 years. He spells better than 95% of Danes do. He has an accent, but his grammar and spelling is on point. Yeah, listen, man. There are plenty of people who I know who English isn't their first language and they speak with an accent. And I still admire the shit out of them because guess what? I don't speak any other languages besides this one, and this one barely. Let's not blame tourists for Americans with mental issues acting like shitheads. Sure, by all means. Definitely not the tourist's fault for just sitting there or taking the subway. It's definitely the piece of shit who was, well, breaking the law. I wonder if I get tattoos on my face, people would try to fuck with me while I'm a tourist. It's effort and mingling with the native speaking population. Yeah, dude, if I decided to move to France, but figured I'm barely gonna learn the language and live there for decades, that's dumb, man. I was willing to learn Polish for a 2-year job. Sure, if you're gonna fucking move to Poland. If you move there, you kind of have to learn the basics at least. Sure. Definitely the basics, but I would say you should be close to, if not fluent. Especially if you're there for a prolonged amount of time. Maybe if you're there for a year, stick to the basics. But if you're going to setting up roots there, if the decades are going to go by and you're still speaking at a super low level, at that point it's almost at that point you're almost like, what the fuck, man? At that point is it purposeful? Is it like, do you like specifically not want to learn the language because you got something against the country? My parents have a middle school education. Well, that's not great. Having English as a first language is a handicap, though. It's possibly the easier one to learn. You say, wait, so you're saying learning English is easier than learning other languages? So English being your first language puts you at a disadvantage because it's so much easier than other languages? Very much so. I pretty much learned English by just chatting on the internet for a couple of years. 30 years is so much time to learn one language. Turn on the TV, listen to music, read on the internet. Hey, John and Moore, do your parents speak English? I'm just curious. John and Moore's parents, they don't fucking live here, dude. They live in the Philippines, man. And well, John's dad is dead, so he's not speaking anything. But when he was alive, I'm curious if he spoke English. Everything is in English everywhere. Even remote Asian countries have English words. My parents speak perfect English. No shit. There are people of native English speaking backgrounds that barely string two sentences together. Why aren't their heads being stomped? What's Mona yelling about? What bad analogy was that, Mona? My mom's a writer. My dad was a newsman. Oh, that's cool, man. Your parents both sound very smart, John. No wonder they want you to be a lawyer. My handsome boy. Oh yeah, let's see how John Moore's cat is looking these days. Oh, what a cutie. What a cutie. Is he sweet? Is he mean? Does he bite? Is he loud? Does he meow? Or is he a quiet cat? Does he like being picked up? Or no pickups for him? I read somewhere that Koreans move to the Philippines to practice English. I always laugh at my dad when he tries to speak English. His accent is so cringy. Good looking cat, though I'm not much of a cat person. They all look a bit undercooked. Well, John Moore also has dogs, too, if I remember correctly. Yeah, my folks wanted me to become a lawyer specifically to get into politics. Oh shit, wow, dude, they want you to become a politician. In John's country, they kill politicians. Yikes. To be fair, much of my father's job was communicating with people with poor English. His bad English was actually a bonus for communication. Yeah, no thank you. Hey John, you ever think about moving to the States? I know I've asked you this in the past, but listen, man, you know, we just went through a global lockdown. I'd still move to the States. I still have family in Chicago. That's not a bad city. I mean, if you're in the right parts. John is going to move in with Creasy Bear. Chicago and Jersey. Link redeemed a stretch. Oh yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, dude, by the way, all of the stuff that goes on Twitch, even when... Here, look. This is the chat that I see, by the way, guys. So thank you for reminding me. So all of the stuff that happens on Twitch, even when John Amore adds me, so like John Amore will be like, at Michael D. Nicola. First off, I can't even see it because... So here. John Moore at Michael D. Nicole. It doesn't even register as, it doesn't register, nothing on this besides the links register as anything different. Matter of fact, when link right between Banzi said the corrupt ones, right? Banzi says just the corrupt ones, and then link's thing bumped off. This app didn't even include that in the thing, in the redemptions. So yeah, apologies, Link. It's not, yeah, if you guys redeem your points and I don't do the thing that you redeemed. Also, by the way, afterwards I refund those points because I get to see who asked for what in like the post stream on the dashboard. But yeah. Blue background looks like some 80s UI, right? I like it though. I'd never get refunded for the big steal. What the fuck is the big steal? Yes. All right, no, but no, Link wants me to stretch. I will stretch. I probably need a good stretch too. He's talking about the election. Oh, the big steal. I got you. Stop the steal. Maria's friend got in the call, even with the poll clearly having her not being allowed. God, that was so fucking funny, man. That was so funny. I love it when you guys do the mean thing. I love it when you guys do the mean, not nice thing. Like, remember that time? Remember that time y'all voted if I should unblock Faye on Instagram? And somebody in the fucking chat, Evo and Pop Pop were using up all their points to vote yes. And there were a handful of people in the chat. I'm thinking more than one that were fighting them. Somebody. Mo, it wasn't just you. There was definitely you and definitely I would say one, if not two other people in there redeeming points. Because again, it was Ellie and Evo. Someone should have bribed me. I have a ton of points. Oh yeah, just to make it clear, I don't think tourists need to get the shit kicked out of them because they don't speak English. That's crazy. That's bonkers, man. I will say if you set down roots and you're living here for years and years and years, you should learn the language. Do you miss Faye derailing your conversations? Kinda, dude, because it was, to me, it was fun. I miss it. To me, it was a good time because we'd talk about like stupid shit, like just, or I would just try to embarrass her in a jovial way. But it's definitely weird for a South American tourist going through New York time without knowing the language, or at least knowing a little bit of the language. You'd imagine if I was so hardcore about visiting like Japan, you know, like if I've gone to Japan not once, not twice, but 3 times, and I still don't speak a lick of Japanese, that's fucking that's weird, dude. I will say that's fucking weird. I'm not saying I should be fluent in Japanese, obviously, but like, you know, probably a little bit, like a little maybe conversational Japanese. Is that far-fetched? Because that seems to make sense for me. I've been to Japan and I only remember a few words and how to say it. I don't speak Japanese in Japanese. I'm not saying you have to fucking, you know, you have to speak, you know, speak it fluently and fucking write kanji or whatever the fuck it's called. But like, I don't know, man. Some rudimentary stuff, I'd assume. But how many times were you born? How many times were you in Japan though? Once. And I also took 2 semesters of Japanese in college. Oh, that's cool. Which I did horribly. Besides learning how to say hello, thanks, I would like to buy, and left/right. You don't need much else if you have a translation app. Oh, that's right. The translation app. Of course. Yeah, maybe she was relying on the translation app. That actually makes a lot of sense now. Yeah, if you're relying heavily on Google Translate, and then you meet a New York City subway homeless lunatic who's just screaming at you incoherent nonsense, you probably aren't thinking to get out your Google Translate to figure out what the shouting man wants. Rump and Dump! What's up, lady? Guys, we were talking about Rump and Dump the other day. For some reason, she must have upset some kind of god somewhere. Because Rump and Dump, she's got what the fuck is it called, dude? Polyamorous cystic ovarian syndrome? She got pussy cysts. Overload syndrome. And she's got endometriosis. Which is like, for those of you gentlemen out there who've never dated a lady and don't know about this stuff, it means like endometriosis, I believe, is like you get like murderous pains in your womb, right? When it's fucking period time. Like pain that wants to like make you jump off a roof levels of pain, right? Crack Senpai doesn't play, dude. Gotta go. I've been drinking a lot today and I'm working early tomorrow. Have a good one. Good night, Link. Thanks for swinging by. That's why I feel safe going to Korea. I could at least speak the language and tell people to fuck off if needed. I spent 2 years in school learning French and am limited to the usual shit that doesn't help. I can count to 20, remember color names, ask to buy something. Right. That's me in Spanish. But I just picked that up from living around here. Can they produce gallstones like Nikki? Yeah, and the sex is tenderly unpleasant. Wow, dude, so endometriosis means that fucking is tough too? It can be. Certain positions can be super uncomfy. Wow. All right. Well, no doggy style for rump and dump, you guys. It's a bummer because that's Mona's favorite position. Titanium, that's HPV, dude. Hey guys, did you guys, was Mona young enough to get the HPV vaccine? It's not something I have much of a need to know about unless someone in a personal relation suffers from it. Maybe Danish women don't get polycystic pussy syndrome. Oh, rip. Imagine having functioning reproductive organs. Hey, Mona doesn't have those either, and neither does there's a few other ladies in here who don't have them. I guess technically speaking, if you consider Wilderness a lady, then she doesn't have them either. Couldn't be me. Of course she's a lady. Well, she's a trans lady, right? So like, some people like to differentiate between trans ladies and biological ladies. Having oral sex can give anyone HPV and cancer. Yoji, I told you, dude. Don't do what Michael Douglas did. Don't eat that bad coochie, man. It's going to get you throat cancer. Dude, that's why Yoji doesn't do oral anymore because of because he knows what's out there. Bad coochie can get you throat cancer. Yoji, any form of sex can give you HPV, but pretty much everyone at some point who isn't sexually active has had HPV.
It's the best pussy I've ever tasted.
Yo, Evo's the HPV king. They call him Mr. Warts in Toronto. Except who isn't sexually active. Yikes. She's got that sweet HPV finish. 5 to 10% of women of birthing ages? Tanium, what are you talking about? Hey Mona, isn't it funny that like there's a whole bunch of dudes in the Discord who would love to get coffee with you? And the one dude who you actually asked in earnest doesn't want fucking anything to do with you. Now you call me a troll, dude. You dare have the nerve to call me a troll. Stop. Don't say it like that. How am I supposed to say it? I'm saying it how it is, baby. I'm saying it how it is. I don't want coffee with her either. Well, who's asking, Yoji? Show us solidarity with Eve. Fuck coffee, dude. I want Mona to take me to the strip club. Mona, let's go to the strip club. Sure, it'll be my first time. You know, we should go to the Toronto strip clubs, or maybe somewhere better. We should take a strip club veteran with us, dude. Dude, you know who we should take? Elizabeth. Lizzie the Tree Whiz, man. She knows the tricks of the trade. Evo, cool. Evo, want to go to the strip club with me? Which one, Mona? Brass Rail? Ooh, Brass Rail. Dude, there used to be a place called Goldfingers around here that was apparently killer, man. Apparently they gave hand jobs in the back. I wouldn't know. I actually never went inside. That's what the rumor was. My ex-art teacher was a regular there. A regular performer or a regular customer? Whiskey A Go-Go was the one I'd been to more. It was the closest. Yeah, I want to go to a strip club with Eva. Yo, Evo, how are Canadian strip clubs versus American strip clubs? Is it fully nude or only partially nude? Because here there's a rule where you can't, if you're seeing pussy, you can't have a drink in your hands. And if you got a beer in your hand, then you're not seeing any coochie, you're just seeing titties. That's the rules. I don't know why those are the rules, but those are the rules. It's full nude. And drinks? Not that I'm drinking, because, you know, sobriety, but... Never heard of anyone locally enjoying a strip club. Heard it's all depressing, bored ladies trying to make you buy 99% orange juice drinks. We had a strip club here in town. Apparently it was terrible, but a church bought it and closed it down. Full nude and maybe more lap dances. Hang on, can somebody Google best strip club in Toronto? Something where expectation and reality doesn't align. The brass rail came up as number 1. Nope. What do you mean, nope? That same club, the men's room, was the same room as the strippers got ready to go on stage in. Wait, what? Zanzibar. Mona, what are some of the reviews for what are some of the reviews at the brass rail? The brass rail. That's just a nice way of saying the stripper pole, right? Four stars. 4 out of what though? 10 or? Zanzibar has 2 stars. 4 out of 5. That's pretty good. Yoji, you coming? Evo, do they have Korean women for Yoji? Whenever Yoji sees a naked white woman, it makes his stomach queasy. So for medical reasons, we gotta keep that to a minimum. Club Super Sex. Yeah, there's nothing illicit about that. You know what we should do? We should take a trip to Montreal. That's the move. Take a trip to Montreal and see what they got cooking over there in their strip clubs. I was told a lot of Filipino strippers in Toronto. Maybe, haven't been for a long time. We sued to import Eastern European... Sued? Oh, sued or used? I'm assuming you mean we used to import Eastern European and Russian ladies for our strip clubs because local girls wouldn't work there. It was a government program. Was it really? I can't tell if Evo's taking the piss or not. Our national animal is the beaver, after all. There's a dress code in strip clubs? Imagine more high-end strip clubs have a dress code. Oh, dude, for sure, man. There used to be a place called Scores in New York City, and I remember they had a dress code. I think you had to be you had to be dressed well. I'll tell you something about women. You can't. Lex says, "I'll tell you something about women. I know them. I've studied them. You can't trust any of them. Women." Not too many of them know, not too many men know this. They are much stronger than guys. I think Eastern European girls do the same here as escorts. Come here, work a month, go home, where there's more value per dollar. National stripper put Ottawa program at the center stage. How long ago was that article? That's why I keep a distance. I keep perspective. I use them, but I don't get involved with, says Lex. Lex has been burned by some ladies before. Sounds. 2004. Hey, Wilderness, or any Canadian in the chat, have any of you guys been to the strip clubs in Montreal? Because I hear they're the, forgive the pun, but I hear they're the tits. Never been to Montreal. I believe Montreal is closer to me than Toronto. Let's see. So if I left my house right now and just went straight to Montreal, damn, that's close, relatively speaking. Yo, it is 6 hours, dude. It's 6 hours from here to Montreal, dude. That's fucking nothing. Dude, Toronto is way fucking far. By comparison, I think. Yeah, it's about 8.5 hours. Five and a half hours from Toronto. It's only 2 hours more. Let's see. I wonder. Let's see. Let's see. Buffalo is on the border. And from here to Buffalo is 6.5 hours. I think the last major New York town before Montreal is Plattsburgh. Yeah, it's 5 hours. It's 5 hours there. So you know what it is? You know what the real difference is? The real difference is, do I want to spend an extra 2 hours driving in Canada or just an extra hour? That's the real question. It's a bit fucked up that Romania has so much export of women in that industry. Their economy must be hell for that to be the most viable option. Wait, Evo, how much is it to oh shit, so... Wait, Evo, it would only take you how many hours to get to Montreal, where you are? So 5.5, oh, so 5.5. So 5.5 hours for you to get to Montreal from Toronto? Mexico, Philippines, Central and South America. We'll all meet halfway. What's up, Hunter? Coffee, we're talking about going to strip clubs. What are the strip clubs like in Colombia? Rump, you ever been to a strip club in Canada? What theme would you consider your art? Theme? I don't know, dude. Sometimes I draw half-naked women. Like here. Or here. Sometimes I draw, yeah, half-naked ladies. Here, for example. And then sometimes I draw Loki. Like here. Wild, but I've never been to one. How come, Coffee? Strip clubs in Oklahoma aren't great. They're very yeehaw. Yeah, but not the good kind of yeehaw, right? It's 5 hours and 40 minutes to Montreal, where I live. You know what I need to do? I need to renew my passport. My passport expired a couple of years back. I need to update that shit. Have you ever seen someone twerk to the honky tonk badonkadonk? No, I haven't. Hard to make it through that Loki episode, y'all. See, dude, everybody's telling me that last Loki episode was boring, but I loved it. I thought it was the best episode yet, man. I said it was my favorite. It's my favorite episode on any MCU TV show thus far. I got mine renewed 3 or 4 years ago. Did a 10-year renewer. Haven't used it. I don't know. I want to try, but my friends haven't done plans like that. You need more degenerate friendships. It smells like barbecue. I loved it so much. This last one was amazing. I thought so too. Dude, I cranked my surround sound speakers. So like during it, again, no spoilers for anybody who hasn't watched it yet. I will say it's pretty bombastic. Lots of things going on. And when all that stuff was going on, like the whole room I was in, it had me like turning around, dude. I was hearing like people yelling from behind me, dude. Things going off throughout the whole room. It was so cool, dude. I've not been to a club either. I've been to a club that had a stripper event, but all I recall was her dancing, using an ice cube, throwing the cube away, and then later tripping. Did you hear about that building that collapsed in California? No. Tell me. I guarantee he does not need more degenerate... It's a woman, John Amore. How dare you? You want to get on voice chat, lady? I guarantee he does not need more degenerate friendships. Wilderness, do you make a distinction between being a woman versus being a trans woman? Or do you just say those things are the same? Sorry, Florida. Oh, Florida, of course, dude. Of course a building crumbled in Florida. Even the buildings hate living there. Yes and no, says Wilderness. Oh, it happened in Miami? I don't see the appeal. I imagine strip clubs being sad places. They can be. They could also be fun places too. It depends on the club, depends on the environment, depends on where you're going, when you're going, and who you're going with. Oh, I thought they were talking about you, Mike. I don't need more degenerate friends. I'm the degenerate friend. It's different physically, mentally not really. Oh, fuck, dude, 100 people died? Oh, shit. Oh, that's not cool. Oh, that's not cool, that's a bummer. Nearly 100 people unaccounted for after Florida beachfront condo collapses. Dude, that looks like a huge... Dude, that building looks enormous. What the fuck happened? Oh my god, dude. Dude, this is horrifying. A 12-story beachfront condo. Trapping residents in rubble and twisted metal. Dude, that That could have been any fucking one of us, man. Especially those of us who live in apartments, man. Again, look at this photo, man. You could have been on this side enjoying your balcony view, and your most significant other could have been in the other room watching TV, and then one minute they were there, and the next minute they are gone. This is a fucking nightmare, dude. What happened? And yeah, as somebody who's lived in apartment buildings their entire life, yeah, this is a fucking personal nightmare. God damn, dude. Look at the video I posted. You posted a video? Hang on, let me look. Asian Eyes tweet surfaces after she named face away Victoria's Secret. Oh no, she did an Asian Eyes tweet? Hundreds of unmarked graves found at another... Oh my god, dude. I like how Pitstick is dropping videos of him and his horsey friend. "51 people remain missing." Oh, dude. All right, here. Yoji, I'm picking up your thing. Valeria, how are you? Buildings don't collapse randomly unless some cheap-ass replacement materials were used or the architect was an idiot. Whoever owns it is going to get sued so fucking hard they bleed. Gross negligence. 1981 building. Must have been an age of corrupt construction. It's not the first one that collapsed from what I've read. All right, let's see. Let's see. First off, Megan Rapinoe slammed as racist tweet about Asian Eyes emerges after soccer star is named face of Victoria's Secret. Ugh, dude, that's the face. That's the new modern face of Victoria's Secret, dude. Fucking what the fuck?
I might throw up.
At Tasha K. You look Asian with those closed eyes. This tweet is bad, but this is the real sin. Twitter for BlackBerry. How old is this tweet, though? How far back? Oh, wow, fuck, dude. It's 10 years ago. Here's one thing. One, obviously, she's like a super progressive type. I'm assuming just based on the sheer color of her hair and the smugness of her face. But I don't like this shit, dude. I fucking, as much as I'd love to fucking rail on this woman for being a dickhead, which she is, I don't like this fucking, hey, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go through your Twitter history for fucking 10 years ago. Let's see. Well, when people were still using fucking Blackberries, yeah, we're gonna find tweets that you dropped on your flip phone. Oh yeah, this is another. Yeah, nah, dude, I'm not for fucking condemning people for shit that they did 10 years ago that I don't see any proof of that she's still done or whatever. I lived in a pretty rundown apartment when I first moved out on my own. I remember the stairs collapsed after a winter storm, trapping me upstairs, and the neighbors had to climb out of their window to get in and out of place. Shit, dude. You're on vacation. Where'd you go for vacation, Valeria? They should have kept her a secret. Versus trying to... Victoria's Secret is trying to rebrand themselves as being for everyone. That's dumb, dude. I'm pretty sure most people have at least one controversial take at some point in their lives. Should we check on Skullbash? No, he lives in a house somewhere. Meanwhile, elsewhere, hundreds of unmarked graves found at another former school for indigenous children. Leaders of indigenous groups in Canada said Thursday investigators have found hundreds of unmarked graves on the site, another one, of a former residential school for indigenous children. A discovery that follows last month's report of 215 bodies at another school. We want to make sure when we tell our story, we're not trying to make numbers sound bigger than they are. I'd like to say over 600. Over 600 unmarked indigenous children in the ground. Yikes. Yikes, Canada. Oh, Canada. Shocking video shows moment condo near Miami Beach collapses. Surveillance video shows collapse of Miami building. Let's see. Oh, dude, I could. John Moore, look away, dude. John Moore is already hard, dude. John Moore loves disaster videos, dude. A little too much, man. John Moore. Holy shit, dude. Just like that, man. Oh my god. Oh my god. Dude, I thought it was just one part of a building. I didn't know it was oh, holy shit. Dude. What the fuck? What the? Oh my god, man. That's a wrap, dude. Fuck off with the pop-up ads. A fire official said 35 people were rescued from the building, built in 1981, including 2 were pulled from the rubble as rescuers used training dogs to continue their search for survivors. It's hard to imagine how this could have happened. God damn, dude. 99 people remain missing after a 12-story Florida condo building collapsed, killing at least one person. You don't say one person, just one? 100 people unaccounted for. Yeah, I'm sure they're A-okay. God, man. The way the building collapses is making it difficult for rescue teams to locate survivors. The problem is the building has literally pancaked. It's heartbreaking because it doesn't mean to me that we're going to be successful as you want to be to find people alive. Yeah, no, dude, anybody who's in those first floors are fucking done, dude. It looks like everything fell on top of them. It looks like a bomb went off, but we're pretty sure a bomb didn't go off. This is not the first time Collins Avenue in Miami Beach building has seen a building collapse. An empty 12-story building due for demolition collapsed at an unscheduled time, critically injuring one person. Fuck. And what's this? This just in U.S. House Judiciary Committee passed all 6 pieces of legislation to break the monopoly power of big tech companies. Today, Congressman Jim Jordan, Republican from Ohio, ranking member of the House Judiciary Committee, released the following statement at the conclusion of the committee's consideration of Democrats' antitrust bill. Big tech is out to get conservatives, but rather than address Republicans' concerns of bias and censorship on the internet, Democrats spent the last 2 days pushing radical antitrust legislation that will systematically change the United States economy as we know it. These bills, drafted by Democrat impeachment managers, and apparently even big tech itself were widely rejected by Republicans and even some Democrats. We look forward to introducing legislation in the coming days that holds big tech accountable and actively addresses censorship and good stuff. All right, so it looks like gridlock. It looks like fucking nothing's gonna happen, whatever it is that either side is trying to pass. TLDR, it's difficult to search through 20 stories of rubble. Mm-hmm. Yo, you don't think mafia and corruption had a finger in the building real estate in the early 80s? Oh, 100%. The 80s, dude? The 80s in Miami? I'm surprised anything didn't get built, dude. I'm surprised the fucking foundations of the building weren't held up by piles of cocaine. Are you shitting me, dude? Had a dream last week. Something similar happened. You had a dream that a building fell last week? In Korea, a department store collapsed because of inferior materials being used to steal money. Brazil is the same thing. It's like Miami Vice in the golden ages of cocaine. What a fucking nightmare. All those poor people, dude. Shit, man. Department store disaster history. Let's see. 2015. Oh my god. Learning from Seoul, Sangpoon, department store disaster. A history of cities and 50 buildings, day 44. Lots of trouble with the Olympics back when that was in Rio. A couple of stadiums started falling apart mid-Olympics. Ooh-wee. And Italy with their bridges too, everything not being kept. Oh, dude, I feel like the U.S. is headed towards that exact same thing. Because infrastructure isn't something sexy that the politicians can promote and talk about and, blame on their opponents. It's not, talking about like building roads and upkeeping bridges. That's not headline grabbing articles to write. So it seems like nobody gives a shit. But I guarantee you, dude, something like this is bound to happen. Miami itself is sinking and will be underwater in a decade or so. Pedestrian bridge collapses Washington, D.C. Fucking A. My face when the world is literally falling apart. Hey, the Bernard Chang's here. Bernie Chang. Yoji tells me that you saw a dude in a fucking Klan robe hanging out in the streets. How did you go from talking about strip clubs to building collapsing? Oh shit, dude. You listen to the strip club stuff? Yo, Bernie, dude, you're a man of culture, dude. Have you ever been to a Montreal or Toronto strip club? Yo, back when I would visit my friend in Detroit, he was always like, yo, if we're gonna go to strip clubs, dude, no strip clubs in Detroit for us, man. We're going across the pond to we're going across the bridge to Canada. But no, we switched subjects on the fly. No comment. That's a yes. Shit, dude, Bernie, I'm gonna have to pick your brain. Hey, Bernie, any takes on the Warren Ellis stuff? And also, no comment also works for that as well. That's a hot button topic, industry topic. Haven't heard anything in the Warren Ellis. Well, you know Ben Templesmith, right? I don't know if you... I'm assuming most people know about Mr. Ben Templesmith. He, apparently he and Warren Ellis had started a project ages ago. And they're good. He decided that it's time for them to go finish it. And I think they're doing it through Image. And that news came out. And last year Warren Ellis was canceled because of there were some ladies that say that they slept with him back in the day, and what was it? They slept with him, and I don't, dude, it's one of those things where he essentially had groupies at the time, and they slept with him, and I think he maybe like said he would help them with their careers and didn't, or I don't, it's all very weird. He offered to mentor them. I guess he offered to mentor them and he didn't. Mentored them in bed. But no, they were all of age, right? It wasn't anything that salacious. And also we're talking about comic books here. It wasn't any casting couch stuff to my knowledge. It was just a guy who was big in comic books, and I say that laughably because, the industry is so fucking small. And dude, this is, by the way, this is a long time ago. This is George Bush to put things in context, George Bush was in office, and they were communicating via Friendster and LiveJournal. So like that's what we're talking, like that's how long we're going back, baby. We're talking like 15, 16 years ago, or longer. He was in his 30s. They were in their 20s. It was a bunch of illicit, like, hotel meetups. And like I said, it was like a groupies thing, I heard about that stuff last year. Yeah. So he disappeared for a year. But he didn't appease the right people, because when this project was announced, the same people came out of the woodwork and were like, he hasn't atoned for his sins, I guess. His sins of, sleeping with adult women while being a comic book writer of notoriety. It was real dumb. Real stupid, dude. In my opinion. So he had to make a whole big apology today. He had to make a whole, like, I'm going to apologize to these women. I disappeared for a year and I came back, but I didn't tell anyone. That was not the right thing to do. Yeah, no. It's a whole fucking, I don't mean to be callous, but what the fuck, man? Again, he's not the, again, they were, who they were comparing him to? They were comparing him to Cameron Stewart. Cameron Stewart, who like 6 or 7 years ago was, he was, how do I say this without getting in trouble on YouTube and Twitch? He was talking to ladies that were not of age in this country or Canada, which is where he's from. And I believe there was proof. And actually a person I know had actually told me about that, and him years ago, years before the story broke about Cameron Stewart DMing them when they were, again, not quite old enough to vote. Yeah, man, that's the word. But they were throwing Warren Ellis in that same bin. And it's like, hold the fuck up, dude. What are you talking about, man? Because all these ladies whose stories I've read, they're meeting at bars. They're all in their 20s. And then some of them were like, yeah, but I was first exposed to his work when I was underage. And it's like, what does that mean? You started reading comic books when you're 16 or 17? Okay. I don't know, man. It seems like a stretch to me, dude. Also, he disappeared for a year. He did his year of punishment. You know, he canceled a lot of projects he was working on. He vanished, but apparently not enough. To me, it reads as a group of people, women, who are just super fucking bitter because he didn't break any laws. He didn't force himself. He didn't do what Noah Bradley said he did, dude. Noah Bradley, who outright said publicly, "Hi, I'm an SP," and the S standing for El Sexual, and the P standing for that movie that Schwarzenegger was in, him hunting down that alien in the woods. Yeah, Noah Bradley was like, yeah, dude, I would definitely got ladies drunk, and I definitely didn't take no for an answer, and I was definitely an SP. He's like, my bad. I'm like, holy shit, dude. You just called yourself a grapist. Not that. Warren Ellis didn't do any of that, to my knowledge, from what I've read, from what I've seen, from what I've heard. He just had some groupies. Man, you really dance around TOs. I know, I'm doing a little tap dance, dude. I'm doing a little soft shoe. Tippity tap, tippity tap. I gotta fix that again. It's broken. Yeah. Because, I'm not trying to... This salsa is spicy. Yeah, no, man. I don't get it. I don't get it, dude. So, I actually DM'd Ben Templesmith because I like that guy. That guy's always been super cool to me. Super nice. Easy to talk to. Whenever I see him at conventions, he's usually hanging out with Justin Jordan. Justin Jordan and like a bunch of other, like, he's got like a group of people. You usually see them at the bar after, strike a conversation with them. Really nice guy. So I reached out. I'm like, dude, I appreciate you fucking standing up for Warren Ellis. Let me see if I could find that. Here we go. This is from yesterday. And this was after a 13-year break, the series will conclude, but has Ellis earned a second chance? Yeah, dude. Yeah, he does. Heidi McDonald. Yeah, he fucking does. This chart is a visual representation of the number of people Warren targeted per that year. We are aware of. Targeted, dude? Targeted. Like he's doing fucking psyops. Oh, fuck off. Yeah, so this is the book. Warren Ellis, Ben Templesmith felt. It's been exactly a year since Me Too accusations rocked the comic book industry. You see how they fucking they toss him in with these guys. This guy definitely did some bad shit. I don't know about these two, but this dude was actually contacting women who were not old enough to be contacted by the likes of an adult man. All accused of various abusive practices. That's fucking vague. That's a real vague tent to toss Warren Ellis in, just so you could fucking label him along with people who actually maybe broke the law. Of these, by far the most prominent was Ellis, one of the most influential writers of his generation and a one-time mentor to dozens of creators and aspiring creators. Like, what do you want from him, dude? His projects at DC were canceled. Blah 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 blah. All he did was write a single newsletter. Then his one-time collaborator Ben Templesmith confirmed it in an Instagram post. I wonder if people let's see, let's check out these comments. Let's see if people were saying bad shit. One of my favorite. Yes. No effing way. I love Phil so much. Damn, man. I remember. Thank you so much for this. Hey, actually, this seems pretty. Been waiting so long. Finally. First thing I ever read by you. All right. It looks like the Twitter mob. Best news I've heard all week. It seems like the Twitter mob. I have one question before I hyperventilate. I literally squealed with excitement. Okay, all right. So people are fucking... All right, it seems like overwhelmingly people are excited, man. Never thought I'd see the day. Everything else, I can't wait to see new felt pages. All right, fucking cool, man. All right, good for Ben, dude. Meanwhile, not so good for Ben over here. So what would make Temple Smith revive this after a 13-year hiatus? For better or worse, this is unfinished business to me. We really left it hanging. Obviously, so much has changed since those days. Yes, I know so much. Not for me to speak for Warren, but I agreed to do the book, and I'm glad he's going to be doing some comics again. I don't think anyone thought he'd bugger off and work in a shoe factory or anything. He is, after all, one of the most important comic writers of the past few decades. It means a lot to me to finish this thing finally, so I couldn't say no. I guess we'll start the market. Speak is how things go. Needless to say, Ellis's return after barely a year did not go over well with many people, including some of his victims. Don't call them that. Don't call them that. His consenting adult women who he slept with because they were his sycophants and groupies. Now, you could argue that he was an asshole and perhaps guilty of, you know, being on the better side of a parasocial relationship, by all means, right? And you could say that, you know, listen, groupies and people that have sex with men who have some certain notoriety in a field, and men, you know, utilizing that to their sexual advantage. You know, how you could easily say, all right, that's not good. That's shitty behavior. But again, adult women, consenting adult women, and let's not beat around the bush here. They are not victimless. You know, they are not blameless. They readily agreed to sleep with this man, knowing who he was. And again, not because he's some stud. I heard somebody say that Warren Ellis essentially looks like a baked potato. Yeah. I think the biggest issue is that this doesn't even do justice to victims of real sexual abuse. It doesn't, dude. It fucking doesn't. It doesn't even come close. Anyway. But even this, needless to say, Heidi McDonald says, Ellis's return after barely a year. How long was he supposed to be away for? Heidi fucking McDonald, dude. What's the punishment for that? Should have been 5 years? Should have been 10? Should he have been old and fucking gray or grayer? Should have just been, he started writing comic books again from the fucking nursing home? Also, this is what he does, dude. This is his livelihood. This is his job. He's a writer. He writes comics. A year from working for doing, well, nothing illegal sounds like more, maybe even more time than is owed. And about those victims, more than 100 women have written else forged online relationships. Oh no! Online relationships. Oh my God! Online relationships during the Bush administration. On LiveJournal, he was sexting women. He was cyber sexting with women on LiveJournal and Friendster. Are you out of your fucking mind, dude? How could you fucking write this? Like, with any sincerity? It's nonsensical. It's ridiculous, dude. As many as 20 of them at a time! And built intense and emotionally abusive relationships before ghosting them. Okay. Alright. So it sounds like he was an asshole, which is fair. But as far as I'm aware, that's not a crime. It's a shitty thing to do. Fucking Heidi McDonald, dude. What a fucking hack, man. What a hack. What a nonsense person. So someone brought up the questionable nature of this new collaboration on Temples with Patreon. And he responded. I just can't subscribe to a permanent social and economic living death for anyone outside of criminal matters. What's between you all and him is your personal business, and I wish you all well in those dealings. Everyone will be free to not buy the book, ignore his further works and mine, deride them and pass judgment economically. I know some people will never be happy or healed. I've dealt with abuse and manipulation myself, so I empathize with those affected. I also believe in redemption. and that he's capable of making amends, growing from his actions, and hopefully becoming an example of change in a community that desperately warrants it. So if you hear him out, it sounds like Ben Templesmith is one, letting you know he didn't break the law. He didn't break the law. He wasn't in jail. There were no crimes committed whatsoever. And yeah, he can't subscribe to a permanent social and economic living death, which is what some of these fucking lunatics like Heidi MacDonald, writer of this nonsense, ridiculous, slanderous piece, would want you to subscribe to. They want you to think that because he behaved like a dickhead fucking 15 years ago on LiveJournal or Friendster, and, you know, had some cyber sex with some ladies all at once who were his groupies and sycophants because he was a comic book writer of notoriety, which sounds even stupid to say out loud because the industry is so fucking infinitesimally small. Who gives a fuck? Yeah, no, he wasn't fucking Mick Jagger, who actually may have actually broken the law fucking 50 years ago or whatever. That's beyond the point. Yeah, what's the punishment owed, right? For this kind of shit. I don't want to read it. I don't want to read any more of this crap, man. I think you know, fucking, if you want, you can check it out. Just fucking Google Warren Ellison. This is and Heidi MacDonald if you want to finish this article. But you know what, here, I'll post it on the Discord for anybody who wants to finish it. I'll post it in the comic book and podcast area. But no, dude, what is the he's been gone for barely a year. Bitch, how the fuck long is he supposed to be gone for? What's the sentence? Because to Ben Templesmith's point, it seems like the sentence for checks, notes, sexting on LiveJournal 15 years ago with various women is what? What's the punishment? If not a year of not doing your job and getting paid to do your job? Forever? Give up comics? Never work in comic books again because these middle-aged women now are upset for something that you did to them almost 20 years ago. What the fuck, man? Clearly it's illegal to be sexually active. Cyber sexting through email chains. You're not an adult before you can legally drink? Not in the United States, sir. I think the biggest issue is that this doesn't even do justice to real life victims of sexual abuse. It doesn't. I think the appropriate punishment as far as those types are concerned is ruined and suicidal. Very sad. Yeah, again, like what the fuck do they want from him? And I could see the argument if he broke the law, if he did commit some crimes, if he did violate these women, of course, right? Because you'd say, holy shit, dude, maybe this guy should be in jail. But that's not the case at all. Not even a little bit. This is a guy that was probably an asshole, man. He fucked too much. He fucking, you know, again, he looks like Mr. Potato Head. He's not a looker. He had some notoriety years ago, and he utilized some of that notoriety to get some pussy. And guess what? They were on board for it too. We've seen it happen time and time again. A dude of note. We've seen it happen with musicians. I've seen it happen with artists, writers, celebrities. Fucking, my friend has got a story of one of his coworkers sucking Aziz Ansari's cock in the back of a fucking like livery cab once in New York City because he was in town staying at a hotel and she was working at that hotel. Aziz Ansari looks like a cockroach came to life. He looks like Pinocchio, man, and sounds like Pinocchio. Do you think that guy's getting pussy just based on how he looks? No, he's famous, so he gets attractive ladies to suck his dicks because of his fame. Who cares, man? Everybody, as long as they're adults, as long as they're consenting, as long as everybody knows what they're getting involved in, I've got no fucking, I'm not shedding any fucking tears, dude. I fucking refuse, man. The guy disappeared for a year, and now he's back to writing comic books. And it seems like his friends and his fans, it seems like most people with a fucking brain in their head who don't subscribe to the severe hardcore progressivism on Twitter. It seems like they're all on board for this without any qualms. But you know, it's the incredibly vocal, shrieking minority again that seem to bring the most, you know, seem to bring the storm down on people who shouldn't be punished like that. The punishment lasts till the articles don't generate revenue again. Skippy says, can't let Heidi make any more ad revenue. That's a good point. I wish I knew that link that I could give where it lists the article but without you getting any ad clicks, or you know, the writer. I've read less than 5% of people are actually on Twitter. It just sounds loud. Most people I know don't have time to tweet all fucking day, all day long. Most people I know have got too much shit to do. Take Bernard Chang, for example. That beautiful, successful man. Do you think he's got all the fucking time and day to be on Twitter? Dude, there are some people who tweet like it's their fucking job. I'm talking about like damn near 100 or more tweets a day. You know, I of all the social media platforms, Twitter is the one that I think is by far the worst of them all. Not YouTube. Nah, dude, YouTube. For some reason, right? YouTube now, all right, now the YouTube comments section can be fucking toxic as shit. In the YouTube drama areas, right? Those who worry about drama, right? Those can be toxic. But when it comes to, I mean, the things I see that people yell about on Twitter, whenever, God, I feel like whenever I saunter over there, whenever I peek over the proverbial fence to see what's going on over at Twitter, it makes me lose faith in humanity that much more. And it's not like I had all that much faith to begin with. Yeah, I avoid Twitter like the plague, man. I could be wrong. Wait, hang on. Is there anybody in the chat? Do any of you guys regularly visit Twitter? I made the point of keeping it out of my life, never use it, probably never will. YouTube drama is buying celeb magazines and it's like buying celeb magazines and paparazzi shit. It's insane itself for those who care. Yeah, I don't watch the drama channels because I don't care what fucking I don't know, man, makeup guys are doing with other YouTube celebrities, dude. You know, James Charles. I don't care about his makeup line and like who he's molested recently. I don't care. I don't care about any of that stuff, dude. So I don't watch I don't watch Keemstar's YouTube or any of those people, you know. Don't care. H3, that guy stopped being funny about 4 years ago. I don't care about his shit either. I've made the point of keeping it out of my life. Never use it, probably never will. I read a few Twitter channels regularly for entertainment. In England and Denmark, it's magazines that deal with the royal family. All the rumors are true for nosy people who are bored. People who go to the hairdresser not to get their hair cut. Yeah. I didn't know there was a Danish royal family until a couple of years ago. The Danish girl who came around here regularly was like, our Danish royal family is older than the British royal family. And I was like, who gives a fuck, dude? It's like, I'm like, dude, you just told me that my nonsense is better than this nonsense. Because we've been fooling ourselves for longer. We've been playing pretend that these people who are quote unquote royals, are better than us, than the rest of us plebs. We got the goat queen, no shit's given on image, chain smoker. Well, that's funny. Chain smoker. I like that. Crown Princess Mary. Let's see. Put that out, Grandma. Defiant smoker Queen Margrethe of Denmark raises eyebrows after lighting up while walking with Crown Princess Mary's younger children. Well, that's fucking funny. That is funny, but royal families are still fucking retarded, dude. Like Charlie Sheen and Tiger Face? Yeah, dude, but Charlie Sheen and Tiger Blood was funny for like a summer, and then we just collectively forgot about him. He was a funny meme for a second. And then you make fun of that, he's crazy, he's talking about drinking Tiger's blood, he's got AIDS now. Ha ha ha. And then, then he fucking ends up in wherever. He ends up on Cameo. What's up, feet? Yo, feet, what the fuck is up, baby? My penis. Is it up? Prove it.
Bang, bang, you're the best.
Thanks, feet. Charlie Sheen and Tiger Face. What's up, Skippy? Skippy, you don't already belong to the Discord, baby? Bud? I only found this channel last time you streamed. No shit, Skip. Yo, Skip, how'd you find this channel, dude? Mike, why are you adding points to your curve? What's the science behind that? When I use the curves, I don't know if science is the right thing to call it, but I add 3 points to my curves, you know, along the curve slant, the arc. Is the hot tub theme over on Twitch? Oh, dude, the hot tub meta is done. It's the ASMR meta now. But even that, I think, is done. Yo, let's see what TDTV is doing. Oh, maybe, shit, I'm getting a, let's see. All right, back over on Titty TV, we have a porn star doing, is that fucking D&D, dude? No, Lady D. Oh, I guess she's playing, Resident Evil Village. Amaranth is unbanned and back to the hot tubbing with 13,000 viewers. Oh my god, look at the fucking size of those bags, dude. A Korean streamer is, I don't know what she's doing. We have ASMR ear sucking is still going on. Bending over every 15 minutes. What is this?
Look at the size of those fucking knockers as they make their way, bouncing around.
Oh, Hammond Labs. That's got to be Overwatch. So this one's playing Overwatch. No idea what this game is. Yeah, I don't know. Oh my god, dude. Ugh. Gross. So yeah, video games with the tits out, hot tubbing, just chatting, I'm assuming, and Resident Evil Village, and then, you know, so it seems like just chatting. There is no meta. There is no meta right now after although this one's still doing ASMR. But I don't know, it was sexy. What a sick collection. Fucking sick, dude. Dude, fucking sick. Yeah, no, man. After Indie Fox and Amaranth both got banned for doing fucking hot, sexy sex ASMR, it seems like they kind of I don't want to say they ruined it, but I think they scared a lot of other people. I actually got goosebumps in a bad way looking at that ear licking thing. Start the harem pants meta. Oh, I'm rocking my harem pants right now, dude. Bernie, did you get them? Did they arrive? Do you wear them? Do you like them? I'm like legit wearing my harem pants right now. I'm barefooted. I would show you guys. I'm wearing the harem pants, but I don't want to show you guys my feet because I don't need you guys jerking off to this stream. Sam Peterson is hosting. Oh shit, Sammy P was hosting me. Love Sammy P, dude. Oh, also, here, let me show you why I add points here real quick. So I go to curves. Curves is a bitch to learn and use, but my friend John Amore kept stressing. John Amore was like, dude, you gotta learn how to use points, man. Dude, why are you using points in your curves? That's exactly how John Amore said it. I'm like, John Amore, I'm using like contrast and color balance. I'm using color balance and like U balance, like U shifting. Like, what the fuck do I need? I'm using gradient. I'm like, John, I'm using gradient maps. I'm using gradient maps. I'm shifting my U. I'm using the color change thing, and I'm using brightness. I'm like, what? I'm using all these other color correctional tools. Why do I have to use curves, dude? Curves looks like crazy nonsense. Gotta put the birds to bed. Put them to bed, Bernie. And then John's like, dude, you gotta use curves. So I said, fucking fine, man. Well, I'll use the fucking curves. And I did, and he was right. I did, and he was right. I use it for pressure sensitivity. Oh, sure, that makes sense. No, but this is directly for brightness and contrast. So when I add 3 additional points to the curve tool, it allows me to control the highs, the mids, the lows, and then the lowest point of darkness and the highest point of white, and you know where that goes. Where that goes, how dark or how bright it gets, and vice versa. It's really it's fucking awesome. Yeah, no, the curves tool by far gives the most amount of what do you want? The precise contrast change and color change. I'm just using it in black and white now, but trust me, it works. It works great. It works great even when you're just talking about just black and white stuff. Wait, did any of you guys watch today's Shang-Chi trailer for today? Yo, 5:46 early morning, get a nap for a bit. Yeah, no, Tanium, dude. That's right. It's so fucking late over there. Holy shit. Thank you for hanging out for as long as you did, man. I appreciate it. It revealed a lot more. Maybe too much. Oh shit, Yoji, are you wishing you didn't watch the new trailer? Somebody already told me that Abomination is in the trailer. Which, honestly, dude, I think that would have been a nice surprise if you'd left that in. Like, Abomination in the trailer seems like, you know, kind of like you spilled seems like you maybe spilled the beans a little bit. Like, about having the Abomination in the trailer might have been like a cool, like, Abomination in the trailer might have been like a cool surprise where, you know, fans might be like, oh shit, they brought somebody back. You want to check that out? Or you'll never guess who they brought back. Yeah, I messed with the curves, but I hadn't tried adding multiple points. I'll have to give that a go. Appreciate the tip. You know, I don't know if that's a tip, but I decided to do it on my own because it gave me the most amount of control. Like, with those 3 different points, I could alter it with a lot more precision than just messing with the line willy-nilly. Yoji, does the you already knew a lot of it. Wait, how'd you know? How'd you know so much about it? Leaks abound. Oh shit, dude. So Yoji, what? Oh, action figures. Oh fuck, man. Hey Yoj, so what you've heard about the leaks and the action figures and all that? Are you interested in it? Are you interested at all? At all? I'd still watch it. I'll be honest, man. I mean, you know me, dude. I'm not like a big Shang-Chi guy, but I'm willing to give it a go. Annoyed Michelle Yeoh is in it. She's an overexposed and too many things. Oh, she's in this too? God damn, man. They really do put her in anything. Anytime they need a fucking Asian person, they toss her in that. But you know what, dude? I'll take her over fucking Aquafina any day, man. Any fucking day. Aquafina sucks, dude. And I hate that the last 5 years or so, maybe even more, they've been trying to fucking cram Aquafina down our throats. Aquafina is the go-to token Asian for Hollywood. I know, man. It's fucking embarrassing, dude. It's like there must be somebody better. Anybody. Yo, G, I'll be honest with you, dude. I don't know what I'm drawing. I just started doodling this thing, and now I'm fully committed. Hey Yoji, who would you have posed, like, if you're, alright, so like, let's say I'm like Yoji, alright, you get to cast this next film, we need a token Asian. We want to go with Aquafina. Who would you want to choose? Sometimes you just have to randomly draw. Agreed. There are plenty of Asians in Hollywood and Canada. It doesn't need to be Aquafina. It's true. I wonder why they get stuck on her, man. Of all people. I really like Lucy Liu as an actress. I feel like Lucy Liu aged out, you know? Like Hollywood has got like a, you know, once you're on the bad side of 35, say goodnight. She's been in some popular movies like Crazy Rich Asians, so they equate her with success. Oh, that's the other, fuck, that's a good point too. Hollywood is dumb. To Hollywood, you're only as good as your last movie. And she's been in she was in fucking Crazy Rich Asians, and that was a super successful movie, even though the movie itself was mediocre. Lucy isn't nearly as annoying, but they fetishize Lucy as the exotic dragon lady. You're not wrong, Yoji. I feel bad, I know the name, but I couldn't pick Aquafina out of a lineup. Only because I've seen her face so often. Because of all the various movies and TV shows and whatever the fuck else that they've decided to put her in. Because yeah, Hollywood decided that she's the go-to person for any role where they require Asian diversity. Lou seems like a wholesome person. I don't know anything about her personal life, Lucy Liu, aside from that she's attractive. She has freckles, which is not something you usually see in Asian people. Not a normal trait, I'd say. I just think people are talking about water. I wish people were just talking about water. Hollywood is stuck on using the same handful of Asians. Maybe they feel safe using the same ones. John Cho was a safe Asian. Stephen Yun, safe Asian. Aquafina, safest Asian. Despite them getting the outsized number of roles in big projects, it's probably part name recognition. True. Hollywood is stuck on name recognition. It's true. They really do only hire people that have worked before. So yeah, it's like, yeah, you've worked before, you're in. You're in, baby. Michael B. Jordan. Well, that guy's good, man. That guy can act. But yeah, he's another one. People, you're right, dude. Hollywood, even when it comes to like Even honestly, dude, even when it comes to white actors, and black actors, they've got like the same pool, man. Like if they're doing a movie with like a leading man, you probably know the 10 to 15 names they're gonna try to go after, man. Any of the, you know, Chris Pratt, Chris Pine, Chris Evans, Chris Hemsworth, like they're gonna go through those. Maybe Michael Fassbender. They can't find one of them. You know, if it's a black guy, then it's Will Smith, Michael B. Jordan, Idris Elba. Like they were like, it's like no matter what the fucking movie is, man, they just hire the same fucking actors, man. You know, if it's a white woman, it's Scarlett Johansson, Charlize Theron, fucking Jennifer Lawrence, fucking Jessica Chastain, fucking, or the woman who looks identical to her, Bryce Dallas Howard. Like they got like a list of like 20 of each different race, and they're just like, for the Asian list, it's smaller. For the Asian list, probably like 10 people. For the black list, maybe it's 15. For white people, it's maybe 20 to 30. But like, it's the same fucking names over and over and over and over and over again. Like Jackie Chan. Well, for a while, dude, Jackie Chan was the golden boy for like from like the 90s to the early aughts. He was the go-to. He was the guy they tapped. Or Jet Li, if it wasn't Jackie Chan. If Jackie Chan couldn't do it, it was Jet Li. Dumb. Tony Jaa, I feel, is a good martial art actor. Oh, dude, he's fucking awesome, man. Dude, that Ong Bak series was fucking sick. Tony lost his mind and hasn't been the same since Ong Bak 2. Really? He did? Oh, is that why that dude disappeared? Oh, that sucks. That's a fucking bummer. He's problematic to deal with. Oh. Don't you hate to hear that, man? Actors that you like and things, you're like, where'd they go? And they're like, oh, dude, that guy's a fucking nightmare. But they stop hiring that guy. It's like, why? Is it like, it's like, no, he's people hate working with him. He's awful. Supposedly he was under stress and under a multiple movie contract with the studio. On another note, I heard Tom Cruise is like one of the most genuine go-getter actors out there. Well, that guy's brainwashed from fucking Scientology. But, you know what? I'd rather have a fucking crazy, you know... At least him, you know what you're gonna get. Perma-smile, fucking super eager. But maybe that's nice to work with on set. You know? Always just like constantly like fucking like, yeah, let's go do this. Let's fucking get him. Maybe. Being honest, I don't really watch too many new movies. With Prime, it's so easy to catch up on all the stuff I never got around to. He is, but he also tried to convince you to join Scientology. He probably does convince a lot of people, man. That like upbeat, like the constantly upbeat energy dude. But Tom is Scientology Jesus and gets all his classes and shit for free. The other plebs have to pay. That's really funny. Kevin Pollak has a great Tom Cruise story. Okay, guys, I'm taking off. I know it's a little early for me. I only did 3 hours today. Usually I like to do 4 or 5. It's already 12 a.m. here. I got off to a late start, so I'm taking off. But I just want to thank you guys for being here. Special thank you to my patrons. Thank you to everybody on Twitch who subscribes. Thank you to my moderators, Yoji, Mona. Thank you, Evo, Vitamins. Vitamins, thank you so much for your generosity this week, as well as Nagasaki. You guys are awesome. I think I'm done with this image. I think this one's ready to put to bed. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to be talking about Loki. Tomorrow we'll be talking about Loki, maybe a little bit more Warren Ellis stuff. Always a pleasure. Lex, thank you for being here. Strike Boy, everybody else, Skippy. I'll see you guys in the Discord. Let's I'm going to raid Volpsy. Yeah, actually, no, we raided Volpsy the other day. Fuck it. We're just going to end this bitch. I'll see you guys tomorrow.